Hey guys, it's Curt from AjamSonic. We're going to do something different here in 2, 3, maybe 4 videos. We're going to feature a KETRON SD40 and connecting it up to our Wersi Sonic running OAX and some of the things you can do when you combine those two instruments. Most importantly, we want to thank AJ from KETRON USA for the eval unit that you're going to see featured in this video and the next 2 or 3 that we do. Thanks again, AJ, for the use of the SD40. Okay, let's take a quick tour of the SD40. It's a cloudy day here in Florida, so the lighting's a little tough, but I'll hopefully switch back and forth between this bright screen. Let me see. Now you can see that better, but now you can't see the unit, and we'll switch back over here. So what I want to show you is over here on the left-hand side, a whole group of volume controls: drum, bass, chord, right, style player, and then the mic. Remember, we showed you microphone inputs on the back. We're not going to use that, but there's a vocoder type option that you can use to add vocal effects. If that's your cup of tea, not so much mine. Let's take a quick look at the Wersi side and the volume drawbars up on the top left of the organ, and you see drums, bass, accompaniment, lower pedal, upper, things that anyone that has a Wersi instrument would recognize. And that equates again to those volume controls on the left-hand side of the KETRON. Again, just to help you kind of map those two things together. Over here on the right-hand side, menu, exit, enter, save, voice, keyboard control, some other things. Along the bottom, A, B, C, D, fill, break. What I'll do here is let me switch back and forth and show you buttons on a Wersi organ that you could relate to these same buttons on the KETRON. And here's a quick look on the Wersi side. So we've got your same intro, ending buttons, break buttons, stop, start buttons, and then of course variation buttons, which, as you all know, also act as the fill buttons. So let's switch here and hit menu. And let me hit this one real quick. Again, so you can't see it super good probably. I'll see if I can't, I believe I have a better screen image of this. I'll maybe stick that in the video instead. How you get to all the various kinds of settings and things that you might want to use. Again, let me switch to our lighting. If we hit voice, up comes over here the various categories: piano, organ, accordion, saxes, whatever. And piano is selected, and over here there's a number of different pianos available. And if I hit the scroll wheel, you notice you can scroll down and find other piano-related sounds. So let's just go to brass as an example. Now you see trumpets and flugelhorns and other kinds of brass sounds. Dixie trumpet, Miles trumpet, brass hits, Latin trombone. The list goes on and on. A couple more that are important for you down here: tempo, transposer, master volume, and we'll show you a little bit on the Wersi side, the input mixer. Quick way to get to the different keyboard configurations. We'll talk about that as a separate video. And then in player, up comes a list of MIDI files, MP3s, the registrations, PDF files that have the lyrics of songs in them. And let me go to, let's go to MIDI files, and I'm going to hit enter. And one thing you might notice, let me see if I can switch our lighting again. We're using the AjamSonic version of the SD40. Oops, did that lighting change? Not much. Anyway, up here it says AjamSonic, in case you can't see that very well. AJ has loaded quite a few additional MIDI files, karaoke files, MP3 files. There's additional just regular styles that you can play, along with some additional sounds that aren't part of the base SD40. So if you're considering one of these units, I would strongly recommend you take a look at the AjamSonic upgrades, and he has those available for the keyboard version, the SD7, the SD9, and some of their other models. Again, As you all know, we're working with the SD40. But let me just scroll down, and maybe if Elton John is your cup of tea, well, here's a whole bunch of MIDI files of Elton John tunes. Led Zeppelin, probably not our target audience, but nonetheless in there. And you can scroll down, there's some Frank Sinatra stuff, you know, Nashville tunes, songs of the 80s, songs of the 90s, U2, Bee Gees, James Taylor, Willie Nelson, tons and tons of things that you can play along with. And the next video, we're actually going to do some of that. I'm not going to try and play any of these for you, because YouTube will almost guarantee they'll take the video down due to copyright if I start playing some of those songs. So, again, quick overview of the SD40. Next video, we'll actually see if we can't play some sounds from the Sonic using the SD40 and OAX sounds combined together. As always, thanks for watching.